Auto, and today is the walk around of the beautiful BC Roadster that just came in from no one else than Pagani. You know that Pagani for me, very, very special place in my heart. People ask me what's my favorite car. Definitely the Pagani. Why? This is the car that excites all of your senses. Not only it's a fast car, not only it's a beautiful car, it smells good, the audio, the sound of the mufflers and the turbos and everything going on is just the ultimate experience in my humble opinion. So let me just walk you around this BC, the only Roadster BC made in this color, very special color that was made recently from Pagani. It's Oro Rosa, so rose gold. And I want to show you the difference between the two Roadsters, basically, the Pagani Roadster and the Pagani Roadster BC. I have them one beside each other. This is how they are in the showroom right now. So why don't we just go and walk around the car. The first thing that you see from the front end, so much more aggressive. The front splitter, downforce, I mean, the front diffuser is just huge. And I will ask you to look at this detail over here, how they just blended the black carbon fiber exposed to the Oro Rosa. I love the way that they did that blend. So you can see that the diffuser is very, very aggressive, nice and wavy. You have those little longettes on the side that makes it for all of the downforce. Very, very wide. Actually, it goes on each side of the car. It's like a huge mouth versus much less aggressive. I mean, when you see this for the first time, it's crazy. But then when you see the other one from the BC, which is, of course, a race car, much more aimed towards performance and racing, it's normal that they actually were more aggressive with the front and rear diffuser. Rear diffuser, same thing is happening. You have the side of the car, and you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 center of the diffuser. When you go on this one over here, they're still there. There's just less of them. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks great. But again, this is made for downforce, track car, hyper performance. So we have over here in the front fenders, this piece, which actually is made to look like an insert, but it's not. What they did is an optical illusion with the paint. So it's one piece, but they stopped the Oro Rosa here. They went black over here, so it looked like an insert, but it's not. And you have these air intakes, 4 of them, that has a purpose, very functional for the air to go in. And you see actually all of the radiators in there. And something that I really, really fancy with Pagani is the roof. The roof being glass, see-through, like if you're driving in a bubble. So this is what we have with the original coupe and this Roadster. You can see through the car, and it gives you very, very nice habitacle to be in. It breathes well. This is more of a race car, so you don't have the roof anymore with the glass. You have full carbon fiber. By the way, this is 4 kilograms lighter than the original Roadster. You see the little fins over here, very, very axed towards the airflow. We had the option to do the scoop. Lots of people say, oh, you didn't get the scoop, you didn't get the scoop. Well, we really, really looked into it. We actually had one of the designs configuration made with the scoop just for me to be able to see with or without. It was very aggressive, maybe in my taste a bit too aggressive for this car. And what really made me decide not to make it is that if you have the scoop, you're not able anymore to see the engine. And for me, this is a piece which is very important, especially on the BC. It's the first time that they actually get to have their own Pagani engine and not with the saying and the mention and the tags of the AMG. It's still a Mercedes engine, but now they're allowed to have the Pagani logos because they modified it and did so much R&D with Mercedes that now they're allowed to have their engine. And that, I wanted to show it. And by the way, I do have a roof scoop on the Huayra R that I'm one of the 30 owners that will be part of the Pagani race team. We'll be doing the configuration of that car shortly. They shared with me the sound of the engine upshifting, downshifting all around on the bench doing the testing. Whoa. I mean, whoa. It's like what a F1 car back in the days sounded like. That spoiler in the back is a huge addition, which it makes it like, ha, so aggressive, so sporty, right? And this is a beautiful touch. And the gold paint on it is like the gold paint on my original blue Roadster. It's the gold paint finish with the diamond dust. You can really see it well. Let's go on this piece over here. I feel that there is a bit more surface and you can really see it well. And all the bling bling in there gives you that, everything that reflects is the diamond dust inside of the paint. Something that I asked back in the days when I did the configuration of the car, if I could have those rims painted the same as the car. It was not an option then. It was more of that flat gold. I was so disappointed. Oh, somebody allowed me to do the same paint on the rims, on the car, on the BC. And I also have the great news that I'll be able to change the color on these ones and paint them in that same gold. You might have heard that the configuration of that car initially was not this one, and it's absolutely true. When I went down a couple of years ago with my fiancée and Chris Green from FAF, Toronto, at Pagani in Italy, manufacturer, we wanted to make it a race car because the BC is a race car. It's in its gene. So I kind of went all out with the purple carbon fiber and pink, and the car looked beautiful. And we're so happy with all the details we spent the entire day deciding on. And towards the end of the day, we got the visit of Horacio that was working all day behind in the shop doing whatever he does. And he comes out and hello. So we show him the configuration. Oh, nice. But he says, hold on a second. I want to show you something that just came out, brand new colors that we've been working on, our exposed carbon fiber. And he shows me the palette of the different golds that they just came out with. I love the bronze exposed carbon fiber. That's actually the color that I wanted to do my Bugatti Chiron initially. It did not work out. They were supposed to do a Roadster. I guess they're never going to do the Roadster, but that's what I put down the money, and the color was bronze, brown exposed carbon fiber. So I always had that color in my head, and when Horacio showed me the golds and then the rose gold, I said, Horacio, this is beautiful. And he says, yeah, I like it a lot, you know. So I was not feeling the pressure, but I could see where he would bring this car. I say, yes, but this is a car, Horacio. It's a sports car. It's a race car. We need to make it racy. We need to make some crazy colors and for it to stand out. He says, Obi, yes, but look at the car, the way it sits. Look at all the diffusers and all of those intakes and the spoiler and the wing and the ding and the dang. He says the car transpires sportiness and aggressiveness. You can add a touch of class, and then it would be a beautiful mariage. And this is what, you know what, stayed with me. It stayed with me, and I left the manufacturer with the original configuration, but that was just trotting in my head. I said, you know what? Coming from the man himself, you need to take these things in consideration. I feel that it's a car that will age better that will present itself better. And I took the phone and I gave the call and said, you know what, let's change it. And I'll tell you frankly, it's the best decision I've ever done on a modification on the configuration of a car. Thank you, Horacio. And it's the only Pagani BC Roadster in Canada. So it's pretty cool. In the interior, this is where you have a perfect mariage with the exterior and the interior. We decided to keep the theme of the goldy-ish colors and make it a bit more classy. So the seats are obviously very, very racy, bucket seats. So the car, very racy, everything about it is just beautiful, but we wanted it to keep a nice classy look to it. And the combination of leather and Alcantara, we've seen a lot. This combination is superb. And Horacio kind of showed me what he had in mind, and I loved the fabric and leather together. And you know what? It works as good as the Alcantara, because there's a purpose for those two materials being put together, is when you're driving, you're not sliding on the leather. So the Alcantara sits you and basically has a grip. And the same thing goes with this material. You've noticed that the Pagani logo has always been like an oval like this. Let's look at the stitching on the Alcantara over here, our Italian colors. I would love for you to be able to have a good view of the interior of the seats, and especially the center part where you have those little holes to breathe. If you see it properly, maybe on this side you can see it better. You see that there's the Italian colors under it again, and that's only the beginning. You know what? It's absolutely stunning, and it works. It's like everything works well together. See those little buttons? Again, oval. It's everywhere. Over here, oval, and this thing here. I had a chance to see it at the manufacturer. And at first I said, oh, well, yeah, it's a stick shift knob in wood. It's okay. But no. So it's milled, layered carbon with balsa wood. Nailed, layered carbon and balsa wood. That makes this knob over here, I don't have to tell you how silky it is, how nice it is to the touch. It's wonderful. The steering wheel is interesting, the Alcantara with the mix of carbon fiber. The cluster, we've tried to figure out what color of the clusters we could do. Of course, the car is equipped with a system of lighting that we can change the lights inside the car, all the colors of the rainbow possible. But the cluster, now you got it. Now you see the full effect on. So it's a gold cluster, and you see the color that I put in it, which is another gold. It's just like, it's beautiful, it's welcoming. The roof inside is very well finished. I don't have the glass roof to be able to see through, but the way that they finished it is very, very nice. And my car, the Supernova. You know what? It is truly unique and superb. It deserves to have a good home, it deserves to be driven, and it deserves to be shared with you guys, because you have cars and then you have cars. It is definitely the most expensive car that I purchased yet. It's already my favorite car, and I haven't driven it yet. The braking of the car is a bit different on that. We need to do a few sequences on the transmission. We need to drive for 100 kilometers a certain way, then 200 kilometers with another certain protocol. Then the car is ready and we'll be able to really push it. I would love to show you a few special things about this Pagani that makes it even more unique. and I'll open the car up and share all those little goodies. So the titanium exhaust over here, the color is obviously titanium, and it looks good and it looks more sporty, but right away I said, this is more of on an angle. I said, yeah, absolutely. If you look compared to the regular Roadster and this one, the angles are definitely more accentuated on this one, but the goodies is under the car where you have two different and additional exhausts. So those exhausts under 2000 RPM with the button, you can basically start them. It gives you that little growl once the car is warm and you're pushing. The 6 of them basically works together as a symphony, and there's even a purpose to additional downforce with those additional exhausts. Okay, so let's open up this beauty. I would strongly suggest, if you do this, you need to open the doors, and whatever you do, if you're gonna close down the front lid, make sure your door is open, or else you're gonna cry like a baby. Okay, this is beautiful. This is just old school. It makes everything look wonderful. So, oh, why is there leather there? Why not? It's craftsmanship, right? And look at this. I mean, take 2 seconds to look at the buckle, these screws, how they're done, the shape. Again, you see, always that shape, always that shape. Wow. Have the little red button. And guess what? Not so light.
It is, yeah.
It just goes up by itself. And here you go, my friends. The pièce de résistance, no AMG on the engine, it's only Pagani. Beauty. Let's do the front. Here we go. Et voilà. Funny enough, but Paulie says, you know, it seems to be much more stiff. 100%. It confirms what we said earlier. The carbon fiber is 450 times more expensive as the original one, and also very, very stiff. I think it's 4 times more stiff.
So that's in the car in its entirety? Not
Yes,
just monocomposite?
everything.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Yeah, that's why the car is so much more expensive than the regular Roadster, and even from the BC Coupe. Yeah. So,
You really feel it.
oh yeah, I can let you guys look around. We're going to take some good shots, but what I would like is for Paulie to assist me with all of the pieces of luggage that we have hidden. This car, we decided to do the interior panels with matte exposed carbon fiber, which looks really good for the inside, the heart and of the car. This car is actually lighter than the Ford Fiesta, believe it or not. Here you go. So this is where, when you go on your little weekend trip, this, and do we have anything in there? Is there one inside of the other? No, I don't think so. Sometimes, oh yeah, this is the car cover that they hid there for us. So we have the one piece. On the other side, Paulie got the second piece of luggage, finished in the same color as the interior with a beautiful tan leather and a beautiful fabric. You have a little capote that is very well done. You actually don't even notice it because it is right over the headrest. Now you see the beautiful BC on the headrest, which earlier you couldn't, which was hidden from this here. And this is for the dresses or for the suits of Monsieur and Madame. Nicely done. The two-tone with the gray.
Not new anymore.
You know what? The ground is clean here, the floor, so let's put it like this. Attached with this little pressure button is what you would put in there, whatever you want actually, but another case, 2 other cases. Ah, beautiful. So what we have in this here, I would put my beauty products. So razors, deodorant, perfume. So you have your clothes, you have your suits, and you have your little toiletry kit.
And you actually use these bags, right?
100%. 100%. Going down to Georgia. Was it Georgia's Pagani rally that we did together?
We started in Atlanta, just outside of Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. So Paul and I went to meet those guys last year, the following, the pre. In 2019 we did the Atlanta Pagani rally, and we had the coupe and the blue roadster, and we decided we left for driving to the rally when we're not supposed to drive. We were supposed to get the cars transported there, but it ended up that we were in the US, we hear that the transport was not coming. We were with the cars, and the rally was starting in 3 days, and the transport got canceled. So we look at each other and says, what do we do? We were in the Walmart parking lot. We decided to go for it. We went into Walmart's. We came back with our bags, t-shirts, boxer shorts. We had some toothbrush, deodorants. We packed everything in the car, and we went on a road trip. And you know what? That is part of the best memories that I have with, not only with Paulie, but with the cars driving. It was the rally before the rally. So here it is. Here is the car in all of its beauty, gizmos, gadgets. The car is fully exposed, fully open for you guys to see. Enjoy it. Cheers.
Pescoço.